Oh, I guess it'd be smart if I turn the camera around. Guess it would make some sense if I turn the camera around. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Let me get my camera adjusted and my my lighting, my headspace a little better. Okay, perfect. That's a little better, right? Okay. I definitely have had to get myself adjusted and ready in less than 5 minutes. Just got off a road from Atlanta, and yeah. Hey, so is Tara, Anna. You have to tell me in the comments what your actual business name is, because whenever I tell somebody about my earrings, I don't have yours on tonight because today was just too much trying to get myself together. I always say I don't know if it's So is Tara, if it's Anna or something. So tell me in the comments right now what it is so I can make sure I tell everyone what the actual business name is. Post it up and let me know. And put it in the comments so I can make sure I let it, because people have been asking. And cheers, everybody. Hey, Miss Dale. Dale's going to be joining us in a minute. Ooh, so dehydrated. Waiting on Dale while she's coming in.
First of all, why we got the same hair?
Because we're always in sync. Okay, I was trying to get your natural curl pattern with my hair hat. Okay.
First of all, hey y'all, hey Deaticus, hey Sue, it's Tara, hey y'all.
This is what I was asking her. So it's I'm probably gonna butcher the name. See if you can figure it out how to say it. The So is Tara. She took her business.
So is Tara.
So that was saying that's where I get my earrings from all the time. But I know her business name that's in Jersey City is named something else. And so it's Anna Nines Collections.
Hold on, that looks like Anananian Collections.
Okay. All right. Well, give us a thumbs up.
Anananian
right.
Collections. Anna Niang Collections.
Okay.
Anna, ooh, that sounds so regal. Anna Niang.
Yes.
Yes. Let me invite some people, y'all.
Yeah, because you didn't miss it. We just got on. So, we're doing a later time. So for those on the East Coast, we're at 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, y'all, we got to do a later time because I'm in acting class.
Come on, acting class.
Come on, acting class. Let's get it. Let me see who to invite out this camp.
Yes, indeed.
Because I need to only be spending time with the people that's coming.
Right. And then I wish they just had a list of just active people, like people that
I know.
On. Like this.
I know.
It's every time I come up with an idea, it's like I need a name and number of somebody at Instagram and just tell them all the things I need personally to make my life better.
Guys, guys, we're gonna focus on who's coming. Oh, you know what? That's what it needs. Because there's some people, it's a green arrow for like people that's online right now.
Right.
Yes, they need to pop up first. You know what? I'm gonna send them an email tomorrow. They need to be the ones to pop up first.
Hello. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I need something that just tells me who's on, or a filter that allows you to say who's on there now.
Yeah.
We don't give away all our good ideas.
I just invited, 10 people. Guys, come on in. Anna Niang. Hey, DJ Dynamite Z, what's going on? Let's do it. Check it. Y'all should make a closest friends list. Ooh.
Oh.
You
better give us a tutorial.
You better stop being our personal PR marketing agent for the Up Late Update, because I will make it. Hey, FOG. Hey, Big L83. Raising Booty. You have made it to my close friends list, because that way I will make a close friends list, because that way I can just invite the people. And you know what? I'm going to make a close friends list, because this is what I decided, Sha. I don't have time for, it's a lot of people on, I got my album, okay, that I'm going around marketing now. The best, I talked to somebody whose album was #1. I also talked to somebody who, Eddie B, who we interviewed on Up Late on Facebook and YouTube. He was like, the most effective thing is to go around and ask people, to purchase your album. You know what I'm saying? Like just to
Yeah.
go around. And let me just tell you, my Instagram people have been showing up like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about, I'll ask people and they're like, oh, already got it, support you. Like Facebook really has, I mean, not Facebook, but Instagram really has a high conversion rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Or from Facebook versus
no,
Instagram.
from Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Instagram is your actual loyal fan. Like, I mean, Facebook too. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Yeah,
Facebook,
it's
I've
different
learned to-
engagement.
Yes, but Instagram, they are engaged, they are supporting. But here's what I decided through those sales. Okay, only focusing on the people that's supporting. That's it, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only focusing on the reposters, the supporters, the people who have purchased something, because that's who I'm making time for. And you know,
Yeah.
I sent this out, like I sent it out to this guy today, okay, now, who had just invited me to his like thing. You know what I'm saying? Hi,
Mhm.
Tony, I see you. Brazy Woody, I see you. Ronald Jason, I see you. I sent it out to this guy. Okay, hey, I'm gonna see if I can squeeze $10 out. Okay, but then he invited me to his thing online. And you know, I'm not a petty person. Like I try to, like, now that I have an album that I'm going out, I'm just like, you know, as soon as somebody be like, oh, support me on this, I'll be like, yes, because I know how it is. I'm going, I want to support. So anyway, so he sends me a message back. So I was like, hey, I'm just dropping off a reminder about my album, since you said you was gonna get it in a couple weeks. And he was like, oh, I need you to support me, like my t-shirts and mugs. Okay. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he was like, and you don't have to pay for shipping and handling, because I'm coming to LA in December, so I could just deliver it to you directly. Then he sends me another message and says, your website is taking PayPal, and I don't use PayPal. So first of all, I'm like, nigga, first of all, now we enemies. Now we about to be enemies, because
now you find the other reasons why you should not be helping.
Exactly. Me. So then, oh my God, brains and booty. You say my prayers have worked. So anyway, let me finish telling you the story. Then I want to show you something, brains and booty. Okay, I want to show you something. So anyway, so then the very next message I have is from a girl that I had hit up with the same thing. I'm just reminding you about my album. Okay, and she says, hey, Del, can't wait to support you. Do you have Cash App? No, I don't use PayPal. I don't use this. Your website takes it. What's your Cash App, Del? I just want to pay for every Cash App, because everybody know you got Cash App. So anyway, so I sent her the Cash App. She sends me the email. So I send him a snapshot of the message, and I'm like, look, this is a person trying to support. They're not mentioning, oh,
by the way, do me a favor.
And then now people have been like, hey, I would love to support you if you support me on this. And I'm like, yes, please, like, let's get it. Like, some people, I am spending $10 on their product, and they're spending it on mine. As far as I'm concerned, they didn't gave me the $10 to spend back on them. It's an even exchange. Like, I want to support them back. But that person in particular, like, I'm cutting out all of those kind of people. Like, I have no time for that, like, because I only want to be around the people I support and the people that support me. So anyway, so that's my, success story, revelation, epiphany for the
awakening.
Week. Okay, yeah. Shut it down, nigga. Shut it down.
You gotta, you do. That's for sure. I mean, I would say you have to learn how to deal with that kind of people, that kind of person, because I always say people can have various things going on with them, and you may not be able to support all of it at one time. But it's the thing where you got to be like, in order for you to support me, I got to do something for you first. That's why I have a problem, because it's not just you wanting to, and it's not to say I would not have done something for you, but the fact that you like this got to be a reciprocal thing right away. It's crazy to me. So if that's not a true friend anyway, a true friend
first. You know what I'm saying? I need you to spend $30 with me, and then I'm still not going to spend $10 with you, because you take PayPal, and after y'all saw his PayPal, I'm out of the universe after PayPal.
Right, but then after you'd have sent him something, he'd have forgot completely that he was supposed to be supporting you. Oh man, yeah. So no.
I'm done. First of all, let's do a fan check-in, and I want to show.
You want to say Brains and Booty?
I want to show Brains and Booty, guys. We see y'all in the building. So is Tara. Anna Niang is in the building. Deannicus is in the building. DJ Dynamite D is in the building. J.K. Robinson is in the building. FOG is in the building. My auntie Gwen is in the building. Big L is in the building. Brains and Booty. Brains and Booty, congratulations on so many job offers. Jamon 44 is in the building. Hot Tub Tony. She said, first check, I got y'all. Comedian Ty Davis is in the building. Leroy Mawu is in the building. Now, Rebecca, now you ain't going to be able to see this. Okay, Brains and Booty, that's her name, is Rebecca. Okay, you ain't going to be able to see this, so maybe you can. Hold on, let me see how I can get it in the camera. Do you see Rebecca right here?
I see it here, but it's backwards, of course.
Vision boards. And I'm talking about every day. This is called this is called my prayer board. I have a name for all of my friends, anybody who asked me to get on, but I also have it for like all of the people that I'm in contact with, because I find that when I pray for other people, that's where my blessings start coming in. Well, I have to add that guy to my prayer board too. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being like, nigga, get out my inbox.
I need to pray for
you. I have to be like, Lord, get him in your inbox. Get this nigga in your inbox, Lord.
That is like, right, get him off mine.
What has been, first of all, put y'all's success story of the week. We already heard from Rebecca. If you got any more to share, put your success story of the week in the comments so I can read them on the next fan check-in. Rodney Perry, I see you. Thank you for joining in. Sean, what has been your success story of the week?
Let me just tell you, okay, when I think about the fact that this week I left from Jersey, traveled down to DC, went from DC, dropped my kids off to my family, flew to Atlanta. The day I got there, I had to do another show and did a virtual show there as soon as I got off the airplane. After I got back from DC, which was today, I literally was like, Jesus, take the wheel, give me the strength, because I drive, because, you know, I'm the only one that drives in my family. Drive, get these kids settled. I like scrubbed them down, put some lavender, prayed over them, and was like, go to bed. And so it just, all of that made me just realize in terms of like just the strengths you pull out, and like, you know, like just not making excuses about, you know, things. I could have easily be like, oh, well, no, I'm going to be landing at such and such time, and I'm not going to be able to get online. I don't know how the Wi-Fi going to be. So and just putting a no before you even make an effort.
Yes.
And just like, as soon as I got the plane, I was like, ooh, maybe should we not? But I was like, no, Lord, if this is what we want, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, pushing through. And so that was that moment of me being like, this is what you're supposed to do, is push through. You're not supposed to make excuses and be like, oh, I am tired. I have just gotten off the plane. Lord knows I got a swath of Corona being down with these
my throat is sore anyway. I can't keep on talking every week, even though I want a talk show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. I was just like, just get it together. Okay. So, and that was for me, one of those moments. It was definitely like an epiphany for me. And like, no, get over yourself. Like, get over yourself and get through it. And I did. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for God for that strength, for sure.
Thankful for God for that strength, because it is about pushing through, and it's also about doing it for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you do it, you know, you put up a post and you go back and you check. It's like you know, putting like forth the effort because you said you was gonna do it for yourself. I said I was gonna put up a post. I said I was gonna edit the video. I said I was gonna go live. Now I'm doing it. What has been y'all's success story for the week? Put it in the comments. Shaw, I don't see any other comments after it's that motion in the ocean. If you see them over there, maybe you could do our fan check-in. Oh, Brains and Booty, I do see you.
Okay, I see now. Okay.
I see it, you know, I'm starting to see the comments come in right now. I tell you what else has been my success story of the week is I just threw this shirt away. Okay, that's a huge success for me.
You threw the shirt away.
Girl, I am tired of shirts that I'm like, you know what? If I just had this kind of you know what? I just need to lose. You know what? I'm tired of them kind of shirts right there. In the trash. Like, girl, I wish I could show y'all my trash can. I was like, you know what? Like, dunk that joint in the trash.
But how many shirt conversations or pants conversations have you had? Like, that is so true. Like, you're like, if I just eat this one less muffin tomorrow, I will be able to close these pants. Like,
nope, just gonna step it up to that next size and get my good shirt popping because it's time to like feel good at this size. Okay, if I lose weight, I'll just get another shirt at that size.
I get another shirt.
I'm tired of that. This shirt make me look like this. No. It's time to just get on out there in the right shirt, guys.
Right. Well, I always say the good thing about this platform that we're on right now is that this breast up situation, I'm trying to tell you, is the like best thing for this food pod that is going on down there. Speaking of food pods, that's my other success check-in. I let her out this weekend. I was in in Atlanta, and I was like, she gonna be free, okay? She gonna be free, and I have not done that in probably since I was 2, but she was out.
First of all, I saw your photos. You looked so good.
Thank
and I was
you.
So happy that, because the thing about it too is, why are we like, we look at beautiful African women, beautiful Indian women, beautiful, but see, our country has gone plastic surgery. I'm talking about people are getting plastic surgery that live in Wichita, Kansas. Boo, you don't need no plastic surgery.
But they're getting on dumb stuff like their elbows. Like, why do you need plastic surgery on your elbows? Like dumb stuff like that.
First of all, Shad, do you know I passed a place that said, don't let those shins bother you? First of all, who agent is telling them you really need to suck in those shins? Huh? I mean, we would represent you, but those shins? No. Guys, like, do you understand what kind of self-esteem issues people are having out here? How many hugs people are in need of out here for you to be like, I'm going to have shin surgery next week? Are you out of your mind? You're paying thousands of dollars for shin. Do you know that is clearly a few walks up some stairs? Like, what?
That is it. But trust me, they're doing it. And hey, brother, I see you, Aaron. I just think it's one of those things that because everything about somebody, from your eyebrows, your eyeballs, somebody's going to tell you can get something done better to it.
Exactly.
So that's what it comes down to.
A friend of mine has told me so many times in LA, Dale, I don't know why you don't want to get surgery, because if you got that, you got the butt, you got the boobs. If you had that, if you had a tummy tuck, you wouldn't be nothing to mess with in LA. I'm like, I'm not nothing to mess with now. I'm getting things purely off of merit, off of skill, guys. I don't want to have, like, who is you mean to tell me now? Listen, I play people mama on a lot of stuff. Okay, you mean to tell me people mama gotta have a flat stomach these days?
Because they gotta be walking around with a tube top.
Funny grandma. Me? Let me raise my hand, guys. I'll be her because
I'm all ready for the comeback of Big Mama House. Listen, I will be like, come on,
guys.
No fat suit needed. No fat suit needed. Thank you. I got this.
I'm going to the audition with some coffee and some Hawaiian rolls, baby. Don't play with me. Let's do the success check-in right now. So is Tara and Niang is on the line. Alonzo 2112, Mr. Gasson, yes, Shins, Mr. Gasson. FOG is laughing. It's that bullshit in the ocean laughing. Brains and Booty is laughing, talking about never had a problem with my shins. And Brains and Booty. And let me tell you something. If you would get to a job and they tell you something about your shins, that is the devil.
That is the work of the devil. Full time.
Mr. Brains and Booty said, yes, let it go. FOG said his success story is looking forward to releasing my project after it's all over by God's will. Amen.
Yes, it'll happen.
Something about FOG. I have went to this brother's page. His beats are nice. He does these 30-second freestyle flows. He really has some top skills. So y'all follow him. FOG says also got through with a lot of work academically speaking, though it was stressful. I'm talking about amen on that push through. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to push yourself through it all. I'm gonna say this one other success thing too that I just realized about, like, my connection with the Holy Spirit, and then we'll move on to the hot topics, I have just realized how valuable it is to sit alone with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? To sit alone with the Lord. I have been literally shutting off my phone these days just to hear it. I'm talking about now I'm before, like, last couple of weeks, I've been taking calls, and then I realized too, I'm sitting in the house and I have absorbed some of the stress from the phone calls. Then I started shutting off of the phone calls, just sitting with the Lord. Now I'm back checking Craigslist. I just booked this little commercial gig I found on Craigslist, just like all the things that you can hear. Like, I can hear from the Holy Spirit when I'm sitting in silence. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized that is the real blessing, is when I'm sitting in silence with the Holy Spirit. I'm over here asking, I'm asking the Holy Spirit. I'm like, Holy Spirit, what do I need to do to meet my husband? And I heard the Holy Spirit clearly say, you need to hear from me with my guidance. You can't hear from me because you're always on the phone. You see what I'm saying?
That's so true.
That has just been my, because if we're not on the phone, taking calls, sometimes an hour and a half conversation, 45 minutes of that is straight babble. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And babble getting into your ear, you can't hear from the Lord's plan. So, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why and not to say that's all, I don't like to talk on the phone with people, because I feel like I can't focus. And it's one of those things, I rather carve out time. I rather know that we're going to plan specific time to speak. Because if you just randomly call me, my brain is going to be 45 other places. Yes. So I would rather not talk on the phone. And I know it's probably a sad day when it's that way, but it's like, I already know when you got a lot of things on your plate, it's kind of like you need to just be able to say, let's schedule this time. I mean, I'm not gonna do it with my mama. She can call me anytime, but like, anybody else, I'm just like, listen. Even sometimes speaking of my mama called me earlier, and the kids in the back like, we trying to talk business because I do business with my mother. And even her, I could be like, Mom, we're gonna need to talk tomorrow, because you can't. Because when it comes down to just kicking it, that's one thing. Yeah. But like, when you got something you got to discuss, I'm like, I need that time. And I was just talking to somebody earlier. And I always tell people before I start talking about God, I don't know your faith, but I'm a believer. So if you're not, I'm sorry if this is offensive to you. And she'll immediately say, oh no, I take a 3-hour walk per day just to be silent with God.
Oh my God.
And so when you said that, it reminded me of that moment of, she said, so that's one of those things. It's like, you have to cut off the noise. And I even have to tell myself sometimes with this phone, because I got this phone, this phone I'm on right now.
I'm talking about, I have been back to putting my phone over on the, over on the mantle at bedtime. So I'm not getting up, scrolling, that light from the phone, it keeps you up. But even when I'm up, like a friend of mine was just like, he was just like, well, I don't take any, melatonin or anything to go to bed. If I'm having trouble sleeping, I just ask the Lord to put me to sleep. And now I've been like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I'll just ask the Lord to put me to sleep. And guess what? I'll go like sound asleep. I'll do my breathing exercise. Then I'll like have a dream. I'll meditate or whatever. But I have been putting the phone away and on silent, like closing the laptop, so I can't get any of the indicators to come through, because I am trying to rid the noise. And I feel like as soon as I rid the noise, I feel so much closer to the Lord, such a close connection to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm definitely going to ask the Lord, along with this glass of wine, can he put me to sleep? But I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. I mean, that wine is taking care of it all. So if anything is left out, the Lord should do the rest of it, because that wine, he does a lot of it. First of all, let's do the fan check-in, since Dark Oneness just joined us. FOG is still on the line. Mr. Gas is still on the line. Yeah, it's that motion in the ocean. Alonzo 2112. So is Tara and Yang on the line. Mr. Gadsden again, brains and booty. Let's get into the hot topics, y'all. Sha has curated. First of all, shout out to Sha, y'all. Let's give her some hearts. Let's give her some hearts, y'all. Y'all in the building. Oh, my auntie Gwenda's on the line. Y'all, let's get some hearts going, y'all. Let's get some hearts for Sha. Curates the best topics every week. The one, guys, I can't even believe this is a topic. A woman is arrested after dressing up as an FBI agent to get free Chick-fil-A. First of all, guys. Okay, let me tell y'all, I just read the article. The article says that a Georgia woman was going into the Chick-fil-A and threatening them that she would make an arrest to get some free Chick-fil-A, okay? And after a few times, they called the police because they thought she was suspicious, and the police approached her in the parking lot. Then guess what she said? She said, "Oh, my credentials is electronic." Then she refused to get out the car. Guys, FOG, yes. A woman is arrested for pretending to be an FBI agent after threatening the Chick-fil-A so she can get free Chick-fil-A. And she did this a few times before they called the police. Number one, that woman is stone cold white. I don't even gotta see the picture. First of all, she refused to get out the car and she not shot dead. Guys, that is that's white privilege right there. Okay?
Yes.
Number two, that Chick-fil-A needs to be arrested because y'all got something this woman knows about that y'all is hiding. Anytime a random woman could come in here and talk about, I'm going to arrest one of y'all, what she got on y'all that y'all got scared enough? Y'all didn't be like, well, call them because we ain't got nothing. Y'all got something going on over there that this woman knows about, and y'all are, hey, y'all might need to get an FBI agent over there for real, because can't no random woman come in and know some kind of weakness or somebody she know work there.
But just the fact that I'm just like, I get that Chick-fil-A got some good chicken, but for all that, like, you want to impersonate a full-fledged agent, which is a federal offense, for some Chick-fil-A nuggets?
No, a few times. They said she was coming there a few times. For Chick-fil-A. Okay.
But how do you walk in and threaten somebody?
First of all, you walk into a Chick-fil-A and threaten somebody. You is awfully specific. You see what I'm saying? With your fake threats. You ain't all that Wendy's. They not talking about a serial FBI impersonator is out here getting free Chick-fil-A, free Wendy's, free Burger King. That's what I'm talking about. And at Chick-fil-A, they was not alarmed the first 2-3 times. They let her have it. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? That y'all think y'all could be arrested over there? See, that's what I'm talking about. Something is going on at that Chick-fil-A where they like, well, I don't want her to find out I'll be doing fake receipts in the register.
Right. It's definitely something specific. Or somebody working there that they shouldn't be working there. It's something. It's definitely something, because there's no way in the world that your first indication wouldn't be like, show me some ID. Prove it.
First of all, I got to do the fact checking right now because Brazen Booty got the funniest comment. She said, they are the nicest people at Chick-fil-A.
Well, it is a Christian organization. They just don't like all people. They just don't believe in all people. But yes, they are.
Brazen Booty said they are the nicest people at Chick-fil-A. Prince Phillips just joined us. My auntie Gwen got a good point. She said they're mentally ill because my auntie Gwen does work with a lot of like mentally ill,
that's
people in psych wards. So they probably are. And she also, my auntie Gwen also says this one thing is that a lot of mentally ill people be coming in there real entitled. You know what I'm saying? So lady, you know what I'm saying?
Because them little voices have told them that they're a real FBI. Because the fact she had a whole story. She said this electronic, like she didn't even stumble. She was like, oh no, it's on my other iPad at home. Like she just knew in her mind that she was an FBI agent. She believed it.
And also too, she had did that a few weeks ago back at the Wendy's. So that's how she knew it worked. You know what I'm saying?
She's a serial fast food freer.
Brazen Booty said she took it too far with the threats. Lord. So it's hard. Is laughing. FOG said, I'm rolling. Auntie Gwen said, impersonate the FBI agent. Mr. Ganson said, that is why. FOG said, wait, what?
All for the name of chicken. But it made me think about, like, what other place, if it's not Chick-fil-A's, what other place, if you could get away with it? What would you go dressed up as to get something for free?
Guys, put it in the comments. If you were to dress up as an FBI agent and arrest somebody, what restaurant would you arrest?
Right, what's your place?
We'll read it on the next fan check-in. Let's move on to the next topic, which is Black Excellence of the Week.
Yes.
Kamala Harris, Black Excellence of the Week.
Yes.
Kamala Harris is the VP. Congrats to Joe Biden as well.
But we all know that, I mean, there are people out there. I mean, of course, like with all the sororities, it was not the sorority she's attached to, AK that she's attached to. People voted for her. You know, there were people who were like, oh, Joe's fine, but we're voting for Kamala.
Yeah.
That's what it come down to. So
And also too, you know what? Kamala did put out a post that I saw today on Twitter. And I love the fact that she addressed Black women right away. She was just like, hey, this post is to Black women. Too often you are ignored and then expected to come to people's rescue and be the backbone. So here's to you. Thank you so much for what you did for this election. You know what? I just love the fact that as soon as she got in, she addressed it, because it is us going around being like, here's who I think is the best, and here's who I'm gonna get behind. And guess what? TT, Ray, Nene, and Nico, you get behind them too. I love the fact that she did not be like, guys, I'm for all women and all, because she's naturally for all women in all America, but it's acknowledging what we go through. And also too, you know, we definitely got behind this campaign. You know what I'm saying? Trump had I saw a post on YouTube that said 55% of white women voted for Trump. So they were still, you know, on the Trump bandwagon, you know, and anyway, a lot of people see themselves as the underdog. They see Trump as the underdog in society, even though he's like, you know, this outlandish person, and they identify themselves in him. But I told that woman on the plane, and this girl, this white woman from Australia, she was just like, you know, that I know that it's sometimes he's ridiculous, but his campaign is so funny. I follow his son. I follow this. So, you know, it's, you know,
it was entertainment.
Trust. You know what I'm saying?
And it was also entertainment for people. Like, you know, at the end of the day, it's the sad to say that people voted him in for his popularity versus what his policies could be.
Yeah.
You know, that's really what it came down to. You know, they remember how, you know, his crazy, you know, antics and things he was saying do. And people are engaged by that. They want to hear that kind of foolishness. And that's the crazy part about it. You know, but, you know, I feel like in a time like this, where Kamala is in the position she's in now, this is going to be the tone that's going to be set for, you know, for what people look at in terms of Black women. You know, when Michelle Obama got out there, she got the angry Black woman label, you know, so Kamala had to kind of, you know, she had to kind of pull herself back a little bit. And I hope she doesn't do that. I hope she be like, listen, you knew what you was getting on this ticket. And this is not going to be a time when you're going to start getting the vanilla version of me. This is full-fledged who I am. So.
Hold on. Let's do a fan check-in. Brains and Booty said, I go to comedians for entertainment, not politicians. Okay.
Hello.
Now, you know what? My comedian friend just said earlier, he was like, I'm just going to miss Trump's antics in the office. I'm going to miss having something to talk about. His ridiculousness was so funny. FOG says representation was done right through Kamala, no cap, but the election didn't have to take that long if you ask me. I mean, I feel like it took that long, FOG, because they was trying to refrain Trump from drinking some cyanide, because he just knew he had it. But then my auntie was like,
pushing the button.
Kill himself. He's too much of a narcissist.
No.
People that kill themselves are more caring.
I was more afraid of him picking up that phone and making some calls and trying to do some crazy stuff like that. That's what I was more so concerned about. But here's the thing: when people kept complaining about the election and the results, we are in a middle of a pandemic. I know that people in some clubs are open. You can go back partying and going to do. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. This was a record number of mail-in ballots, record number. And I mean, I watch politics a lot, so people don't understand that people were more, especially the ones who voted for Joe Biden, mailed their ballots in than any other time in history. So therefore, it took long because they were literally manually processing. Before you walked into a poll booth, you pushed the button, all that stuff was being tallied that night. That's why you knew by midnight who was the projected winner. In this case, it took that long because states, and then here's another thing people didn't realize, some states legally could not start counting until 8 o'clock that night of the election. So that's the other part. There wasn't like people weren't getting the mail-ins like on the first, and it was like people sitting around with a calculator like carry one. No, they had to wait. So this every state had a different rule.
But I'm so glad that the results are in, and congrats to a new. Okay, back to the fan check-in. My auntie Gwen said, Joe said, Black people had my back, and now I got yours. Joe, I'm praying that you stick to that word. FOG says, oh, okay, so for the fan check-in question is, what restaurant would you pretend you was an FBI agent and Rob. FOG says he would do Arby's. Arby's?
Arby's? No judgment.
We got the meat, okay? Brazen Booty said, I worked at McDonald's and we always gave cops free meals. I got sick of seeing some of them. Oh. They must recognize they get free meals and they always there.
Right.
FOG
and they know it.
Okay, that was the end of the fan check-in. More success stories, more Black success. For the first time, New York Police Department gets a Black woman as its chief of patrol. Let me see her name. Chief Juanita Holmes will manage most of the department's patrolling uniformed officers. CNN reports the NYPD Commissioner Dermot Shea made an unprecedented announcement, adding that he was beyond proud of the decision. Yay!
Look, this is for her. This is for her.
First of all, that's Black success right there, guys. Shaw got the round of applause popping on time, guys. Well, we're moving on up to the side.
Come
with
on.
a deluxe apartment and a round of applause.
I'm just saying, it's so funny because I was like, wait, do I have this on cue? Let's do it.
Mr. Gaston said he would rob Popeyes. I mean, not rob Popeyes. He would pretend to be
a federal agent for Popeyes.
King Ali just joined. Guys, moving on to more.
But see, you know what's funny? But this goes to show how Black people don't think big enough, because y'all talking about Popeyes. I'm going in like Ruth Chris. Like, I want some like Wolfgang Puck restaurants. Any of his chains.
First of all, see, now that's where you already caught right there. You see what I'm saying? You talk about Ruth Chris. They gotta go in the back and make your steak medium well and pick you up, saute you some, potatoes au gratin. By that time, they done call the police, research you. You can only do that one time, boo. They didn't. By the time your steak get done, the police will be.
And I still be eating while they waiting for the police come.
Talking about, sir, my credentials are electronic. I need more butter on this, or I'm gonna make another arrest, guys.
I need some sauteed onions with this steak. I'm trying to tell you.
My auntie Gwen said I had Ruth Chris on my mind too.
Hello, I'm just saying. Think bigger, people. Think bigger than Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God. Next topic, guys. First of all. Hey, R2, we see you checking in. We see everybody checking in. Next topic is Biden won and Trump's not giving up. All the while, more people in his inner circle test positive for corona. Trump, the Lord is trying to get you out of there.
Come on.
Like Trump, just go ahead and go, Trump. You know what I'm saying? First of all, y'all didn't even have the rest of the money to campaign. Okay. Now you got to raise money for the lawyers that you say you're gonna try to you say you're gonna try to sue.
Rudy Giuliani doing it for free, so he thinking he gonna get this pro bono service from Rudy Giuliani. So that's one of the reasons why.
Rudy Giuliani don't get COVID supporting the wrong cause.
I'm surprised he hasn't. Wait, no, he didn't get it. But see, the only reason why I brought up the part about the hurricane. I mean, hurricane. He's dead aggressive. So. But Ben Carson is the fact that that hasn't making news because Trump and his foolishness has. So where, all the people have gotten sick and recovered, thankfully for them, Ben Carson could be on the edge of his life. And with the irony of this man is a brain surgeon or something like this, and he gets COVID and something happened to him, God forbid. But just to think about it, because nobody's actually thinking about the fact that this is still out there. Like, and he's still up here complaining about him not losing. I can't. I can't with
First of all, while we're talking about Trump not wanting to leave office, I need everybody to put in the comments your last parting words to Trump, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
We will
yes.
read it on the next fan chicken. Put in your last word. Put in your parting message to Trump. Okay. Keep it like two sentences long and no more than that. Okay. Speaking of, the election. And did y'all see Dave Chappelle's set on
yes.
SNL? That's our next topic. Dave Chappelle's set on SNL.
I did. I watched it, and it was one of those things where, you know, when you watching it, of course you're looking at it from a different brain, like in terms of his jokes and what he's saying. But it's like one of those things where it's like he's the right person for those moments. Like, because he says something that is such on point as a joke. Like the part that became controversial, if anybody saw it, was him saying, "Thank God for the coronavirus." He said somebody had to lock these white crazy people up from killing people. And so that became
he said these white niggas up.
Yeah, he did. And so you hear that kind of stuff, but it's the truth. Like, it means as much as you want to make it seem like this isn't something and people are ha ha ha, but when was the last time have you heard of a mass shooting? Like, literally. It took Corona. It took Corona for that to happen. They so mad right now. Well, problem is, and this is the truth, but children aren't in school.
Yeah, that is true, but also too, see, I wish it was a case of Corona stopping all the shootings. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, as a Black person in America, we still going through, you know, we still getting reports of shooting. We still getting this. First of all, I'm really loving that SNL has returned. Like, I'm really loving that they chose Dave Chappelle because he keeps it real. You know, he lights up his cigarette, but then he says it like he wouldn't be, you know, like one thing about Dave Chappelle, he keeps me with faith in comedy. Like, you know, I'm a stand-up comedian and I just cannot stand all this like sensory and you know, you can't say this word and you can't say that word. It just gets on my nerves because, you know, anyway.
And he even said it. He even said it during the stand-up. He said, "Yeah, I don't want to hear the truth unless it got a punchline."
Yeah.
And it's so true, and especially from a comedian. It's almost like you're not supposed to have an opinion. You're not supposed to have a thought. You're not supposed to be able to invoke your thoughts into a conversation because as a comedian, you're not supposed to say those kind of things. But when you speak, the truth is truth. So
yeah, no, truth is truth, and he means really, because the thing about it too is, he really meant it to the white audience, like the white non-liberal audience, because I'm talking about, I got some white friends that I look on their page and they more conscious than me. I'm like, oh yeah, I should post about that. Oh my God. I am appalled. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here putting a picture of my new hairstyle and they putting the like, this is insane. Black people are angry. I'm like, we are? Hold on, let me look up and see what
why am I mad today?
Exactly. So I can't say all white people, but I can say that, you know, when I'm in the clubs as a stand-up comic, you know, and I'm trying to talk, you know, the truth, I do feel like that, you know, also too, now two things happen also when I do feel like I'm disconnected from a conservative white audience. I'm usually disconnected mentally, therefore I'm disconnected, because whenever I'm going in there and then I'm myself, they like, yeah, give us what you got. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do love how he is able to take that honesty and reach those, you know, reach out for those goals and give that positive word, that honest thought. And I really love the fact that Saturday Night Live did not, you know, limit, you know, him saying the word nigga, because that's, you know, he said our experience, what we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could just scream on, y'all get complaining, laws get changed. We've been complaining forever, and people been like, yeah, y'all complaining again. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and it was 16 minutes long. I don't know if that was the longest in history or not, but they gave him six. But I saw, because I only watched SNL through YouTube clips, and when I saw it said 16 minutes, I was like, is this a loop? But no, he did 16 minutes.
And I watched it all.
Me too.
And also too, you know, Saturday Night Live, they probably needed that 16 minutes, because I don't know how that other 45 went, but
well, let me tell you, I will say, and this had to be a contribution to David Chappelle's writing or somebody that's on the show. They did a whole skit about Black people losing their jobs, and the people who lost their jobs was Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. Oh
my God! Now,
let me look up. The frame is, you see them talking about it, And I think, matter of fact, Dave Chappelle introduced the skit, which is normally not how it goes. They normally just go into the skit. So he introduced it. And so when he did, your mind is somewhere else because the way he said it. And then when it goes, and then the first thing you see, I mean, spoiler alert if you didn't see it, I'm talking about I spit laugh because I was just like, this is not something you
Now,
expected.
which sketch was it? Because, girl, my friend called me all upset. I need to see the show. He called me and he was all upset because they submitted a packet to SNL and they saw their sketch on there.
Really?
Yeah, let me just see which one. Let me open it up right now.
We all know what happens. I mean, I can't count how many times I've submitted stuff to TVs and they'll tell me, well, this is not the kind of direction of what we're going in. And a year or so later, the same direction they wasn't going in.
I've seen a show of mine on Fuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I have. Oh, hold on. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is this it? Oh, that's it. That's the one.
That's the one, really?
That's the one.
Wow.
He sent me the writing for it and the skit. You know, he was like, they added in, a character or whatever, but they literally, because these people be out here desperate for the funny. Well, actually, this is what I was telling him. Not desperate for the funny, okay? This is what happens in comedy, and this is why I don't watch other people stand up unless I'm about to go on in front of you, like about to go on behind you, or like you my favorite comedian, like I'll watch, Dave Chappelle, or I'll watch Cedric the Entertainer, but I'm talking about I very rarely watch stand-up because when you are a stand-up and you watch a lot of it, your brain is a sponge. So what happens is you think you thought of it, but you did not think of it. You enjoyed it, you laughed at it, and then it made an impression on you, and then you kept that thought, and then you digested that thought, it becomes subliminal, and then you be like, yo, I think, you know what, I'm thinking of something, but you done saw so much of it, and even if you didn't choose the person, you done chose that sketch in your brain, and then you forget about, oh, you saw that in the packet, then you thought of it. But see, here's where my gripe with it as a stand-up is whenever I think of like I say something that is so funny, and I be like, you know what, I'm gonna say that on stage. A comedian, if I have something that's similar to the comedian, that comedian pops up in my brain. Now, even if I don't know what they said, that is the Holy Spirit's way to let me know. Oh, if I'm thinking of this person right here, they said it. That's where I'm getting it from. You see what I'm saying? And listen, I feel like everybody has that right there.
I would never give my contribution to the station, no level what you have done, but I definitely feel that when people are watching, there's a conscious thing of like admiration versus exhilaration for, oh, that's a good joke, let me remember that. I think there's some, and I get that there's this kind of subconscious thing that can happen, but I feel like you in your mind have taken that note as saying that's a good joke. And put it because I think there's things and commonalities that people can have and similar experiences that you can talk about on stage that somebody can hear and they try to make it their own. But I also feel like somebody put in their head, oh, that's a good joke.
Yeah. No, so, whenever I perform, first of all, we're about to do a fan check-in. Guys, put in your comments your favorite comedian. I'm about to do a fan check-in. Your favorite comedian. If I am your favorite comedian, don't say me. Put somebody else. Okay? Because I want to see your favorite comedian. Put it in the comments.
You can say besides Dale. And then
I mean, and guys, I'm not getting beside myself. I'm just saying, let's get some other names out there just to make it interesting or whatever. I'm not assuming that I'm your favorite one.
They all are.
Okay. But anyway, whenever I am doing stand-up and somebody comes up to me and they be like, yo, that joke about so-and-so, if I ever saw that person that's commenting or compliment me, if I ever saw them steal something before, I know for a fact that they gonna steal that joke. You know what I'm saying? Because they come up and they be like, I'm telling you that whenever they excited, I'd be like, okay. Let's do a fan check-in, guys. So many people have joined us. R2 Solo has joined in. Brains and Booty says, when we was talking about Ruth Chris, she said, you have any when we was talking about Sean pretending to be an FBI agent to rob Ruth Chris, Brains and Booty said, you have any garlic butter for this steak? Guys, I'm going to make an arrest soon if I don't get any garlic butter, guys. Can you imagine that? Now, see, that's a good sketch right there. Like you threaten him with the arrest, okay? Then you threaten him with all the condiments. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm going to need more fries, guys. If I don't get a fries with it, guys, did y'all forget the bread? Did y'all forget a salad, guys? Because I'm going to have to make an arrest if I don't get spinach in this salad right now. The messages to Trump, people, the fans have spoken their last messages to Trump. Dawn Arlene says, get your bags and leave Trumpster, man. Pierre's Z mama just joined us. FOG is laughing. Thank you, King Ali, for saying I'm so sexy. Dawn Arlene says, exactly. Gwen says, please, Trump acting like a 2-year-old. Just get him out of there before January 20th. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, King Ali. Dawn Arlene says, say, hey. Goodbye. She actually said so long. Bye. Now get out, Trumpy. But when I saw that reminded me of hey. Goodbye. Brains and Booty says, adios, Trumpetito. Gwendoya said, I didn't watch the whole thing on Dave Chappelle. I did see the part about the killings. R2 says, facts. FOG says, last words for Trump. Enjoy the bankruptcy and have a nice day.
Come on now.
Fat Boy 108 joined us. Vanessa, hey, long time. She's in the room. Brains and Booty said, I need to go look it up. I missed him. Dawn Arlene says, oh, wow. Leroy Russell joined us in. Brains and Booty says, FOG is... Everybody's like, facts. I've seen so much repeating. I know. And I'm talking about, I'm looking at the words right here, and they got Miss Jemima. I'm talking about they stole this boy's sketch. This boy submitted this sketch. He got Miss Jemima. They got basically everything in this sketch, and they stole that boy's sketch.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Favorite comedian, Energy Up just joined in. Favorite comedians, R2 says the Queens of Comedy lineup. Queens of Comedy, do y'all know that Samoa produced that? Did y'all know that Samoa saw the Kings of Comedy and she decided that since they hadn't had one, she got a tour together and she became the executive producer of that. And they got it picked up. Yes, Samoa. I talked to her myself and she was just expressing to like how you got to do it yourself. And she is a touring comedian, makes her money, has really made her way, and she loves stand up. And I just, God bless Samoa. I do want to see her like, be huger than she is because she is just so funny.
I'm gonna watch something at her saying.
Cat Williams is the man. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Mr. Gatson said Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle. Brains and Booty said Yamanika. Yes, Yamanika is my girl. She is so funny. And I'm so glad to see her like straight coming up. I love how Yamanika, girl. One thing I love about Yamanika is Yamanika does not care. Yamanika be on her page like, what? First of all, here's my real opinion, and I don't care what race like it or not.
No, and that's for sure.
Yamanika is very much like the a female Dave Chappelle, but she's got like a Dave Chappelle with grunt and less history. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, so, Dave Chappelle will be like, I looked it up and here's what happened in 1970. Here's what's going on right now. Yamanika will just have her opinion on what's going on right now. And I just and be raw with it. Yeah. Mary Basmajian joined us. Hey, Mary, Deaticus is still in the building. Dawn Arlene said they should not have stolen his stuff. Dawn Arlene asked, is that legal? Now, let me tell you what happens with stand-up. Now, I don't believe in this, but, it happens too. It happens. So that's why as a stand-up, you got to write so specific so that it becomes your own and people, like, they can't steal it because it's your story. It's so specific that other people will be like, oh, that's so-and-so, so-and-so.
Yeah.
But what happens is the rule, the unspoken rule, is whoever gets it on TV first. And that's why you have all these huge comedians that will take from these little guys because they already on TV and they be over there desperate as I don't know what, can't think of ideas, don't want to lose your job on the hottest show. You're making all this money, so you go on it, you steal it. And guess what? Those other people right there, they know that's not your right, and they back you up. They all stole it together. You know?
Well, let me just say this as my experience of working in TV. It's legal because the first thing they make you sign is an agreement that says that you understand that this is not something that basically you have the right to say that you're submitting this work with the idea that it's your original idea. Because they basically say, oh, somebody else here had a similar idea already like that. Yes. And we just realized it was similar already. So that's part of it. They make you sign that prior to.
Yes. And you know what? This is why when I submitted, what I got the casting, but I didn't get like the NDA signed to form, like the NDA signed to like NDA form to sign. Now, what I did do was my instincts told me, go ahead and send old sketches. And if they like it, they look at it, they click on the old sketches and they like it, they'll call you and ask you to submit. Then I will submit something because I just knew in my brain, like, you know, when you be looking at a show, like, I mean, I love SNL. I hope to write for SNL. It's really not right for SNL more than I want to host SNL. Like, that's where I want to host. Like, it's just on my vision board that I want to just host that show on New Year's Eve. I'm just planning on it.
We say
but the thing about where I, you know, do feel like, you know, it's just disconnected. Like, you know, I'm disconnected from it. I haven't watched it, you know, since Eddie Murphy, you know, and that was like clips of that, you know what I'm saying? But like, I haven't watched it too much. You know, they do, you know, be jumping around the election times because, you know, they are good with the mimicry and they can, you know, they are good with political, you know, rewrites and spoofs. But it just, you know, I like hood funny. Like, that's why I love Dave Chappelle show. I like hood funny. I like, you know, like, you know, and it just be, even though they have like a lot of like, you know, Black cast members, when I tune into the show, I just be like it's something about it. Just, you know.
Well, and that's one of the thing about when you think about shows that as far as with sketch, they are trying to be so across the board diverse with the comedy that they feel like they don't want certain things to be tone deaf to certain people, whereas some things should be, because there's certain cultural things that you could talk about, from Kool-Aid to music to vinyl to your mama whipping your ass to things that nobody else can understand but Black people.
Yeah.
And so those are the things and reason why shows that are specific to that, and it's not to say they shouldn't watch it, but the tone and the subject lines should always be focused towards what Black people and what the experiences that we have had collectively, because we all understand it. And if other people watch it, go for it. And you would probably watch and if you're not from that and have an individual experience, you'll still find humor in it because of the fact that how it was written.
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem with it, is that these shows, they try to create something that's going to appeal to everybody.
Be universal.
Yeah.
And no, comedy is, you know, comedy can be universal, but comedy, like when it is pinpointed to a certain audience, that audience be jumping off the hook. I remember, like, you know, doing laugh tracks. Laugh tracks started out season 1, girl. It was so hood funny. It was so funny. And then it was like, oh, we're going to make it like more diverse. And you know, people definitely had some funny jokes on there, but it was, girl, we went to the premiere on season 1. We could not even hear hardly even hear the next joke because everybody was like laughing, slapping back. Then we went to you know, they did like a season 2, like they did like a 1.5, you know, basically the next half of 1. And we was just staring at the TV. Like, we could hear the TV clearly. Like, you know, everybody was like, so that black sweater you got on, that is cool. Where you get that from? It was like nothing, like, you know, and I feel like I want to see more, you know, I wouldn't mind looking at SNL if it was like some stuff that was way for the Blacks, and then other things that was just like, oh, okay, that's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be like that. Like, make some old hood something.
But I think that's what would make it funny, if they literally had a show that was just segmented just for all races. Like, just just the whole show where it's just
Yeah.
specifically segmented, just specifically
Yes.
to Asians, to Hispanics, to white people. Like that in itself. Talk to your friend who wrote this packet. Maybe not do it. Maybe not send it. Film it next time. And tell them to create specific segments that are just all about Black culture, all about white culture, and all about Asian culture specific, and have people write that, because I don't know in Asian families, do they beat their children? Yeah. I know when I grew up, I got beaten. So what would be the correlation between that growing up?
Guys,
it could be a
just
specific
have you
thing.
an Asian team, just have you a Spanish team, just have you a Black team. Let's do a fan check-in with our universal team out here, guys. Moto Chef 221 said, "What up, girl?" Drippy just joined us. R2 said, "BT Comic View Comics." Drippy said, "Hey, Miss Dell." Drippy in the building. Hey, y'all look stunning tonight. Thank you, Drippy. Raise the Booty said, "Do you know if there will be a third season of Laugh Tracks?" I don't know. Hopefully there will be a third season of Laugh Tracks. Still love the show. Drippy says, "I love this late night TV show. It's the best." Thank you, Drippy. Raise the Booty said, "I don't watch SNL." Cash Jahit. Tracy joined in when my auntie Gwen said season 2 of Laugh Tracks was boring. Isaiah Shaw joined in. Leroy Russell got the hearts going in. Okay, guys, let's get to the last point, which is the Jersey Funny of the Week.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Let me tell this story that literally has been in my spirit. So I was at my favorite Black owned store in Jersey City, and I ran out to go get my car because I left it in my car, and I forgot to close the door, because in Jersey City, not every area is, an area that you just can walk in and out the door. So I didn't close the door all the way, and this man comes in right behind me, and he's like, excuse me, ma'am. Do you want to buy this broom? And I was like, no. He said, well, I just got put out my apartment, and this is the only thing I was able to grab. Now, first of all, you just put out your apartment, and you telling me that the only thing you could grab was a broom? You ain't have a comforter, a sweater you could sell?
Your coat?
Nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna say everybody got TVs, but nothing else but a broom. And he was like, I mean, listen, I'm gonna let it go for $2. And he's still trying to bargain with me.
Broom 99 cents at the dollar store, sir. Go sit down, sir.
It looked like literally like a 2-cent broom, and he had like literally like this maybe 3 little sprigs of the broom left in it. I just was like, sir, you stole this broom and gonna try to appeal to me by telling me you got to put out your apartment. This is not gonna work. And I just was like, just the fact he wanted me to believe that when he ran out of his apartment when he was getting put out, he was like, oh man, let me grab this broom because it's gonna be hot on the market.
Isaiah said he wanted to sweep away any more potential problems. Isaiah, that is hilarious. First of all, let me tell y'all this, okay? And this is strictly for my people in the New York, tri-state, New Jersey area. I need y'all to change the script for all of these homeless Black males out here. I'm tired of the house burned down story. I'm tired of the you lost your apartment story. I'm tired of my granddaughter was in the house when they got burned down and I need 50 cents. What is 50 cents gonna get your granddaughter that died in the fire? Nigga, the script is disconnected from who you are. Just go ahead and say, ma'am, I'm out here on drugs. I'm struggling right now. I hope I can be sober today. Please give me $1. See, I will give you $1 for that story. But the house burned down. Like, I literally was on a train one day in New York, and somebody came in, girl, with the most heart-wrenching story. Ma'am, please. My apartment building got a fire. Girl, I'm over here like, girl, almost in tears, girl, handing him a $10 bill. He leaves out the train car. I'm talking about a nigga came in, then not even 30 seconds, they talking about, ma'am, please. I'm like, the homeless acting school is up on bars out here.
Wait.
Guys, the homeless acting school is really got people getting tips
Save
out
that
here.
one. Oh my God. Not the homeless acting school.
God, we gonna have to do that sketch when I come to New York.
I'm trying to tell you, can you imagine it?
I'm talking about these people, like, and this a coach being like, nah, man, You got to get that one tear out of one eye after you say the house burned down. That's how you get the tips. Then somebody else be like, see, right now, you're not getting into your moment. You got to take a moment before you say the script. You can't just get in the train and say the script. You need a beat first. You need to drop in the character for.
Listen, like show her what holy draws walking around. Like I can do the envision of this is hilarious. Cigarette butts. You just picking up cigarette butts off the ground. Oh my God. Yes.
How much time we got left, Sha? How much time?
And it's so funny because I would have thought they shut it down, but maybe because we've been having invested in our show, they've been like, oh, we'll give you 5 more minutes.
Oh, first of all, speaking of investing in the show, let me put Sha's Cash App, y'all.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Shout out to the Atticus again for giving to the show, y'all. I want y'all to know every dollar you give goes directly back into the production of the show.
Guys, thank you so much. $ Sha. Oh wait, I gotta put a question mark. $ Sha Hayes. Thank y'all so much for joining us every week. We need y'all to do me a favor. Can y'all please follow Up Late TV show right now?
Yes.
Can y'all go ahead and Cash App $ Sha Hayes? I'm talking about Sha puts out ads like, oh my God, the biggest announcement ever, guys. Raheem Devon is going to be on our show. Yay! 18th, we got the singer Raheem Devon. We got comedian Malik S. That's not tomorrow. That is next Tuesday. So yes. You got to subscribe to our Facebook. You got to subscribe to our YouTube. But subscribe to our YouTube because we're trying to get the numbers up. Guys, please.
And let's make note to everybody. I mean, I'll put a post-it note in your computer. Monday nights, we're on IG Live. Tuesday, we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
So everyone knows, because I know somebody said they missed it last week because they thought we was going to be on IG. So I'll make sure I try to put flyers out to remind everybody. But just
guys,
know,
and I will try to make sure that y'all know on my page as well. Yes, but anyway, Tuesday, November 18th, we're having Raheem Devon. We're having comedian Malik S. Comedian Malik S is on CBS, The Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer. Yes. Raheem Devon is the Love King, straight from DC. Guys, I'm gonna have to listen to some of his music tonight. Oh, I love Raheem Devon.
That's a good idea.
Yes, indeed. He has just got it. Y'all, please Cash App Sha Hayes. Sha, let me tell y'all, Sha puts out ads so that we can get exposure for the show. I do the StreamYard, activity, but I'm talking about this. Like, I just so love my co-host so much because she really markets the show. She goes out to curate the content. Like, she goes to find the best people, and all of that is, she's working. She's not, also anyway. So Cash App, it could be $1, it could be $2, it could be $10, it could be $50. Go ahead and Cash App Sha Hayes right now, and then do me a favor and follow Up Late TV show. Then click the link in our bio and follow Up Late with Sha and Dale on YouTube so that you can be informed. Make sure you turn on your notifications and make sure you subscribe so that you can be informed, when everything is
posted,
happening, because we got some good stuff going for y'all. Okay.
I honestly believe that either the Lord has talked to Instagram or Instagram has awoken to the Up Late with Sha and Dale, because typically I normally get that 5 and 4 and this live is being shut down.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to give it to ourselves, guys. Go ahead. She said, do you know Kashana Little or Kashana Perfected in LA? I don't know her, but I might know her by face. Gwendoy said, my Cash App is not working. How else can I send money? What's your Venmo, Sha?
I don't have Venmo.
Oh, you don't have Venmo?
I have Zelle.
You have Zelle? What's your Zelle?
It's my phone number, which I should not give out.
Okay, so DM.
Oh no, do my email. I think you do it. Do my email.
Okay, so Sha Hayes FE.
Yes.
At AOL.
I think so. Let's go with that. Yeah, I think when you send an email notification, it comes, but I'll sign up for Venmo too as well. I just always
sign
everybody.
Up for Venmo.
Okay,
that's Sha Hayes' email, and you know what she'll do? She'll DM you. You do have PayPal, Sha?
I do have PayPal too.
Oh, okay.
So same email address, the Shaw Hayes
Same
FE.
email address. So go ahead and pin that email address. Go ahead and pin the email address for the Zelle, and that's the same as the PayPal. ShahHayesFE@AOL.com.
And as I say always, as much as we love the monetary donations, you liking, sharing, and especially sharing with others, because as people view it and we're able to share it with others and get our numbers, especially on YouTube, you know, that's what makes a difference. We want our content to get out there. So make sure you do that.
Okay, and that's why I'm saying go ahead and give her those donations, because Shah advertises this show so that we can up the subscriptions. We can. So that's, hold on. My phone. Okay, that's what Shah does with the money. She advertises that. She advertises the show on Facebook. She advertises the show so that we can get the subscriptions up, because you know we're trying to get bigger and bigger artists on our Facebook and YouTube platforms, and we're able to get them because we have the numbers going up, and that's what happens when we advertise is more people get to see it, more people start subscribing. So anyway, and and it's a way for us to cycle the money back into the organization, because we get enough subscriptions and enough watch hours that we get monetized, and this money coming from the show. So I just can't thank you guys enough for tuning in every week, for being a part of the Up Late family, for subscribing, for following us, for messaging us. I can't thank you guys enough, and I just really appreciate you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much, because this has been a journey that we appreciate every person who comes on. So
we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you follow, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And we'll see y'all next time on Up Late with Shah and Ted.
bye.